All right, so get this. Today, we're going to really zoom in. We're doing a deep dive into this incredible electrical system that your heart has.
Oh, yeah, this is fascinating stuff.
And, you sent over all these super detailed medical illustrations,
Awesome.
diagrams, the works. I can tell you're not messing around. You want to really understand this.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, your heart, it actually beats all on its own.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need the brain to tell it what to do.
It's true. Pretty wild.
How cool is that?
It is wild. And, it really speaks to how crucial the heart is. Even way, way back in, our evolutionary history.
Right.
It had to be able to function without needing the brain to micromanage every single beat.
Totally.
And that's where these properties we were talking about, myogenic and autorhythmic, they come in.
Okay, yeah, let's break those down.
So myogenic basically means that the heartbeat originates right within the heart muscle itself.
Okay, so it's like self-starting.
Exactly. And then autorhythmic means it can set its own rhythm. Those electrical signals, that's what triggers those contractions.
So it's like the heart's got its own little drummer boy inside, just setting the beat for the whole body.
That's a great analogy.
I love it. Okay, so let's actually look at those diagrams you sent over.
Yeah.
Super visual, so this will help me.
Of course, yeah.
So we can trace the path, literally trace the path of these electrical signals. So where does this whole beat, this whole rhythm, where does it actually begin?
Okay, so picture this. A tiny, tiny cluster of cells.
Okay.
Super specialized cells, and they're nestled right there in the right atrium.
Uh-huh.
That's the sinoatrial node, or, the SA node for short.
The SA node, got it.
That's your heart's natural pacemaker. It's firing off those electrical impulses, and that starts this whole chain reaction.
So that's the SA node. That's like the initial spark that kicks everything off.
Exactly.
Okay, so then that signal, that electrical impulse, it travels. Where does it go from there?
So it spreads out.
Okay.
Through the atria, the upper chambers of the heart.
Right.
And that causes them to contract, and then they squeeze blood down into the ventricle.
Down into the ventricles, okay.
But, and this is where it gets really cool, the signal doesn't just go straight to the ventricles.
It doesn't?
Nope. It hits a kind of like a traffic signal.
Oh, a traffic signal.
It's called the atrioventricular node, or AV node.
AV node.
And that AV node, it delays the impulse ever so slightly.
Okay, wait. A delay? Why would it slow things down? I feel like that seems kind of counterintuitive, right?
I know, right? But it's all about efficiency.
Okay.
That tiny little pause, it makes sure that the atria have completely emptied into the ventricles before those powerful lower chambers contract and pump the blood out to the body.
Oh, that's so smart.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way.
Oh.
So the signal, it chills out for a second at the traffic light.
Right.
And then I see in the diagram this pathway. It's called the AV bundle.
Yes. That is our electrical highway to the ventricles.
The AV bundle.
It's formally called the bundle of His.
Bundle of His, fancy.
I know, right? And it carries that impulse down, and then it splits into two branches, just like a highway branching off.
So left and right bundle branches going to each ventricle.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. And then finally we see these Purkinje fibers.
Yes.
In this diagram, they look like intricate tree roots.
And I love that description.
Spreading through the ventricles.
Perfect analogy. Those fibers, they deliver that electrical message to every single muscle cell in the ventricles.
Wow.
Ensuring a strong, unified contraction. And here's a detail that blows my mind every time. The fibers actually spread upward from the bottom tip, the apex of the heart.
So the signal travels down and then back up. Why does it do that?
Think of it like squeezing a tube of toothpaste.
Okay.
You get the most out starting from the bottom, right?
Right, yeah.
That upward spread of the impulse, it helps the ventricles contract in this wave-like motion from bottom to top, optimizing that blood flow out to the body.
This is incredible. It's like a perfectly choreographed dance.
It is.
Where every single movement is optimized for maximum efficiency.
Absolutely.
And we don't even have to think about it.
That's the best part. This incredible system, it's happening inside all of us all the time. We don't even realize it. But when we do understand the system, we also get how important a regular, healthy heartbeat really is.
So what happens when this system, gets a little offbeat?
Right.
I think in the outline you mentioned arrhythmias.
Yes. Arrhythmias, those are basically disruptions in the heart's rhythm.
Okay.
They can be caused by tons of different things. Everything from too much caffeine, stress, even underlying heart conditions.
Oh, wow.
Some arrhythmias are super minor. You might just feel a little flutter or a skipped beat.
Right.
But others can be serious, they can really disrupt the heart's ability to pump blood effectively.
So then how do we, like, fix those disruptions?
Right. Yeah.
What can be done if the heart's natural rhythm gets messed up?
Well, that's where technology comes in.
Oh, cool.
Pacemakers, for example.
Yeah.
These devices are incredible. They monitor the heart's rhythm and can deliver tiny little electrical impulses when they're needed
No.
to correct irregularities and keep a nice steady beat.
So we've gone from understanding this super intricate natural system to actually being able to, like, step in and help it out when it needs it.
It's amazing.
That is truly amazing.
It really is. It's incredible how far we've come in understanding and, like you said, even enhancing this system.
This has been such a cool deep dive. I bet you'll never feel your pulse the same way again.
I know, right?
Imagine that little spark in the SA node, the signal traveling like a perfectly timed wave through your heart.
It's mind-blowing.
Maybe this will spark even more curiosity.
Yeah.
You could look into different types of arrhythmias, or maybe, like, really dig into the technology behind pacemakers. There's a whole world of, like, super fascinating discoveries out there waiting to be explored.
Absolutely.
So cool.